Welcome, everybody, to Round 6 of American Rally Association presented by DirtFish. My name is Tiffany Stone alongside ARA Competition Director Preston Osborn. Preston, we are here in Detroit Lakes, Minnesota for the Ojibwe Forest Rally. Now, it's already raining, so this is going to be an eventful weekend. And with that being said, how are the roads, how are the stages out here in Ojibwe?
You know, it's going to be interesting, not only with the rain that we're getting now, but they really have not had much rain for the last probably 2 months, is what I hear from the locals. And so we're used to this surface actually getting pretty packed down from the rain, but without them having much rain or any moisture within the last 2 months, it's kind of a wild card.
And talking about that, the stages, there's approximately 120 stage miles, a little under 300 transit miles throughout the entire weekend. With that being said as well, how's that going to talk about how the drivers are going to keep everything together? Obviously, we're very, very far away. Plus, we have these super special stages later on at Detroit Mountain Recreational Area.
Yeah, you know, with 120 stage miles, it's always going to be a challenge for the drivers, and it's finding the right pace to attack these stages, and depending on the competition, setting your strategy along with that. You know, again, things like tire choice are going to be critical with the road condition kind of being unknown and how it's going to hold up, and certainly with the cooler temperatures here too, you might end up in between tire compounds, so it'll be interesting.
And talking about things that are interesting, obviously every rally that we go to, there is either an iconic stage or iconic jump. And we're actually here at Crossroads Jump. And this is such a great one. They're actually going to be live streaming this entire rally. There's going to be a spectator point here. So this is going to be really, really cool. And we've talked to some of the guys that have been here for a while. And they said this stage has been ran so many different ways. Talking about specifically for 2021, what's it going to look like?
Yeah, you know, so this is variation they've run for the last few years, and of course the Crossroads Jump that we're at has become pretty iconic for this area. They usually have the Red Bull Arch up, which is a lot of fun for the drivers and co-drivers to go through. And you know, this being the first stage of the rally, and this jump's only a mile in or so from the start, we'll really see how they attack it. It's a fun jump, but you have that turn immediately afterwards, so you got to make sure your line's coming up right over that jump.
And we've talked about that. Once you hit this jump, if you're a little bit too far to the right, you're actually going to maybe possibly ditch hook it a little bit, and that could change things. And especially like you were saying, this is going to be stage 1 and 5. So a mile in, a big jump. We need to make sure that everybody's cautious about things to continue throughout the entire rally. Now, talking about that, we did get some information that Barry McKenna, unfortunately, is not going to make this rally. What does that say for his chase for the championship for the season?
You know, it's really a shame because we've had such a good battle between Travis and Barry, and even Brandon's still in the mix. And so knowing Barry's not coming to this race, I think it really shakes up what the championship's going to look like. You know, it's kind of Travis's to lose at this point.
And speaking about that, I actually saw Travis yesterday. He looked so happy out there. Travis is a great driver. He's very calm and collective. And I know that he's looking for redemption, especially after the last stage. He had, 4 miles to finish the rally. And I know that he's looking for redemption with that. So if you guys have any predictions on what's going to happen this weekend, is it going to be mostly weather, driver, or stages?
You know, I think the road condition is probably going to be one of the biggest factors for the weekend. You know, Ken and Travis are still going to be fighting and pushing for the top, and probably still going to be pushing the limits because championship's not wrapped up. You know, it's certainly changed, but getting those critical points will be important for Travis.
Awesome. Well, Preston, thank you. Always taking the time. And if you guys want to stay updated all weekend long with your favorite driver and co-driver, make sure to download the Rally Safe app. That's where you're going to get everything. Also, you're going to get the times for each of the stages. Plus, if you have any more questions, always head over to dirtfish.com.